recording.
I mean, that's fucking bullshit. Like, that, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse in this,
Yeah,
but like, fuck them. Like, who are these people in power? Like, I bet you there's like one woman on the board who barely even talks. Statistically, maybe there's like a really powerful woman. I don't know, I've never looked at the board, but I doubt it. And I bet you it's just a bunch of white men making these decisions, aka like the election, that's just like, fuck everyone who's ever struggled. Like, fuck everyone who's ever, like, it's literally not even that, like, I don't, like, how much funding do they really need? Like, the football team has so much money, they can't just give a little bit of money, fund a little bit, take some of the alumni relations, and I'm sure a lot of the alumni were actually sexually harassed, men and female, considering the whole Sandusky thing, so that's ridiculous that they're getting rid of just a simple office, a safe space on campus, which there are so few of. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, like, how many places do you actually, like, feel comfortable going to? Like, how many teachers do you know you can, like, trust to say something and, like, something will actually get done? Like, maybe one? Maybe? Like, that's so ridiculous that there's an office for this and then they want to get rid of it just to... What are they going to replace? Like, what are they going to put there instead? Like, are they just going to have it out of the classroom? Is it going to be an empty building? It's going to be a janitor's closet? Like, why? Why take it away? There's just no reason for it. And the fact that there are so many women that get sexually harassed on campus or sexually assaulted, and men, I shouldn't just say women, but, and men who get sexually assaulted, and to take a place, first of all, it takes a lot of courage to come out and be like, hey, I was sexually assaulted, and to take that place where people can do that and feel comfortable away is such a slap in the face to everyone who was brave enough to speak up in the first place. And then it takes everyone else who wasn't brave enough, who's not comfortable, doesn't want to not even consider anymore. Because it's like, well, if maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh wait, there's no real place I feel comfortable doing it anyways. Why am I even thinking about it? Like, that's another thing of like not being able to come to terms with such like a horrific thing. And it's such a prevalent thing on campus, especially at a state college. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm really sad. Like, that makes me genuinely upset that that's a real issue, that people want to take that away, because there doesn't seem, it's like if you weigh the pros and cons, like the only con is that like it's taking away like some money from the university, but the university has so much money, so what is the actual issue? Like, do they not consider half of their like students? Like, is it because like women don't make enough of an impact? Is it because like we didn't place high enough or something like that? Like, it just seems like one of those things that it's like, well, I don't need it, so let's get rid of it, instead of thinking about, well, someone could really need this, like, so we should keep it. I don't know, it just is really upsetting that it's even come into question that it should be.
So I think the Office of Civil Rights is immensely important, and it is. The Office of Civil Rights has done a ton of great work and really led culture change in a lot of key areas over the years, not just in the area of Title IX, but I mean, we're talking about disability issues, we're talking about race issues, religion issues. I mean, basically the full spectrum of civil rights issues. They've done a really fantastic job over the years of being really proactive and making sure that institutions are putting the kind of protections and policies and procedures in place that are needed to safeguard those civil rights that we've worked so hard to build over the years.